All right, looks like we are we are live here. Go ahead and get a few things, get a nice view of Night Harbor while we talk about this. All right, so we are on the Cleric Denton, and I'm probably going to be switching to another class just to showcase it and for my own sanity, because I don't like playing the healer class, but I just wanted to see how they can do against undead. It seems like they do a lot more damage than the paladin, which was to be expected. Now, this is an early alpha state, so all the classes are subject to change. And so we are just going to be testing the Cleric out really quick, and then we're going to be hopping over. I think I want to hop over to the Ranger so you guys can actually see in the dark. I think there's a lot of luminosity here, which is why you can see on screen a little bit more than you could if we didn't have like a full moon in the game, which is kind of nice. It's kind of a nice touch that they did put that there. And it might be a shorter stream. My wife has the day off, so I might have to get off around midnight. We'll see. You know, the joys of being married. Not complaining. Lovely woman. All right. So here we are. One of the other things I need to get good at is trying to give you guys a bit more of an atmospheric runarounds in the city. Need to do more of that. I don't expect to have anybody in my chat because I am a new streamer. And if you are just joining us and wondering who I am, my name is Brent. I'm a retired combat vet and longtime MMO player. And I am showcasing the game Monsters and Memories, a classically inspired MMO RPG based off of, I want to say mainly EverQuest, but there are other influences in there to where it's its own different thing. And one of the classes I really want to showcase to show you this is the Inquisitor class, and they're basing it off of loosely off of Darth Vader. It's an anti magic tank, so those are always interesting to cover. And what I'm looking for is the gamma slider. Okay, so yeah, we're at 45. We can put it to 50. I think that's the appropriate, but it looks, I think, right around here where my monitor, where it looks pretty good, around 19. Obviously, you can't see a dang thing from that, but the reason why I want to go on the Ranger is because the Wood Elf has infravision, and we can actually see all this. I don't really like to play Dwarf or Goblin or Halfling. I may in the future, I may not. One of the things about this channel, it's entirely dedicated to Monsters and Memories, and I want to make sure I give you guys a accurate and honest opinion of it. And I'm not going to be putting this out there to like chase a YouTube algorithm or trying to get sponsorship or anything like that. I'm doing this because I like it, and you know, honestly, I get paid either way. So come along for the ride. All right, let's go ahead and turn it back on the GUI or UI. Well, maybe I should make sure one second, because I think it's gonna be rude if I'm not prepared here. I streamed yesterday, and I do have the video. Excuse me. I do have the video for the day 2 playtest. I think I need to edit that more because I think the first like 20 minutes you just see my face because I forgot to transition the screen while I was playing, and I had to do the intro all over again. So that just needs to be edited, and I'll probably get that out in a few days. Although since I don't think anybody's watching this right now or in the near future, I don't think that's really going to matter too much, but hopefully you guys can at least see my thought process on what I'm doing here. Visit my channel here. And I'm on YouTube. I'm not going on Twitch or anything. I think I'll save Twitch for when the game launches in early access next year, which is, well, I think we might have about 6 or 7 months left, which is like really exciting. You know, it sounds like a long way. It isn't a long way off, but it is really, really exciting. I'm gonna grab the chat here just to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pop up that gamma slider just a bit, so you guys can see. There you go. I got 70. And there's a lot of loom out here tonight. Double check the video quality here. Okay. Yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good to go. I was talking to another streamer earlier today. I commented on his most recent stream about the Paladin. And the problem with the Paladin is that their undead spells don't kick into like level 12. And it's kind of disappointing because you can outlevel certain undead zones without ever having like your specialty unlocked, which is unfortunate. That's why I'm no longer playing the Paladin, because I'm just kind of disappointed with it. So I decided to go with the Cleric to see the difference. I mean, it is a healer class, so I'm not expected to tank, and I don't think I can. Obviously, I shouldn't be able to. But like things like block, I shouldn't have. I think I can't even train that, so I think that's kind of just going to be stuck there. The abilities that they do give you was Shield Man, so I took that. What was it? Yeah, Shield Man. Minor combat trait, and so it gave me like 5 out of 5 block, and I don't think I can ever boost that because I don't have a trainer for it at all. Now, I could be wrong. Could be very wrong about that. All right, we're going to go... Oh, you know what? I'm already forgetting where to go. So I'm going to go try to... We just dinged for yesterday. And I want to test out some spells really quick to see how much damage I can do. And then I might switch over to the Inquisitor, which I was playing for a little bit. I found it extremely interesting. I've been trying to do the class quest, the starter quest, and it's having me follow these guys around town, which I thought was really interesting, but it is slow going. It's quite tedious because I think they want me to use the mud commands, which I'm gonna be honest, I'm not familiar with. I don't even think in my EverQuest days that I do that. I did have to type to the NPCs, which is fine. But these guys are putting something down, and I have to follow them around the town and then try to find what these ornate spikes that they're putting down. Now, I got a bag full of them. The problem is that they're not combining, and it's because I've been killing this one NPC over and over again, because it's the only one I could find at the time. So I imagine that I actually have to go out and find the other two, and I can't just brute force my way through the quest, which is unfortunate, but to be expected. The other thing I want to try is getting the alchemy going for my class, the Inquisitor class, because that class is really important. I know that there's desert madmen running around really powerful like wizard mobs that people don't want to tango with. All right, so yeah, so we can. All right, we can test our luck. So that did become yellow instead of red. So let's try. Let's do. Blessed Barrier. Did I? Holy Fortification. There we go. We have Blessed Barrier, which is about 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay, well. All right, let's see. I want to see where the undead does to this guy. I mean, we only live once, and plus there's guards right near us. Okay, well. Oh, that is big. That's a huge, yeah. So this is what we get at level 12 with the paladin, and we just kind of miss out on doing it. All right, so I'm. Yeah, I just took on a yellow with the cleric, right? So it really depends on what mobs you're going against. I mean, so you can totally solo this. So let's try that again. We just got the meditation skill. So let's go ahead and sit down here since I'm at half health or half mana. Mana, if you want to say it that way. Of course, I am on the West Coast, and I do live in California, so I do have a bit of a different way of speaking. I know some throughout this great nation call it pop, while I call it soda. I think most people nowadays call it soda. I think there's like really only distinct reasons where they still hold on to the pop nomenclature. Oh, I think I'm actually at full meditation. Okay, so now we're getting our mana back. I did tool around on the shaman earlier. The problem was I was like, you know what, this is another healer class. I don't know if I can do that. Maybe later. Maybe when I'm in the mood. I mean, I like the opening, the writing for the class, for sure. Usually you get a note from like the class trainer to tell you to report, but I think the note is from yourself about a dream, and so then you go and find the class or the guild master, which I thought was really cool. And some of these class trainers, they give you your rewards a little bit earlier than others. And I think healer is one of them, or the healing archetype is one of them, because the shaman, I just had to turn in the note and I got the breastplate. At least the first version of it. Okay, we are good to go. That was pretty cool. We got Holy Barrier. We can try that. Well, it's not really the damage that is our problem. Alright, so let's go ahead and ward those dead. That is huge. That's a huge thing to have at level 4. The Necro doesn't even get this until like level 8. Look at that. I mean, I'm burning my mana up pretty like pretty fast, but you know, you know, you can You can kill higher level mobs with this. Let's see. Let's try Impart Blessing. That was the next. Oh, the spells are fizzling. All right, we're gonna see what happens with this. This is a hot. Yeah, there we go. That's dope. I do like that. So we're gonna go ahead and rest for just a bit. This is my new invocation damage spell. Chasten? Okay, so it only does 11 to 14 damage. It does a whopping 30. I think Bard helps with mana regen. Maybe they don't. I can't remember if they do. But man, that Ward the Dead. I wish I had this at the... yeah, the Paladin really needs this at the lower level. I mean, that's almost unfair that the Cleric just gets this at 4. Oh my god. It's quite insane. Am I tired? I feel rested. Oh, this dude's about to die. Oh god. Excuse me. Gotta... Oh, well. I might die. Wow. Yeah, I don't have enough mana. I'm gonna have to go to the guards here for help. Alright, well. I think the only other race that I would want to play would be the High Elves. And I think they have access to the Inquisitor class. So do the Deep Elves. So we'll see. But for now, we're going to be on a human Inquisitor. I'm not really... The Ranger is good. I just, I feel like doing something else other than Cleric. But I really wanted to test the Ward the Dead. And it's, every bit as good as I thought it would be. And I'm able to take on, if I'm at full mana and full health, I'm able to take on a yellow skeleton at the very least. So very, very good skill to have. The only issue is the mana regen. So I might have to look something up about mana regen. Wonder if I sit at a bar, will it go up faster? Because there's a bar right here, I think. Called the Spirit Tap. Aptly named. Elmswood. So yeah, we get the comfort of the warm fire here. I swear I'm not sick. I just have something in the back of my throat. Yeah, but this is how long it takes to recover. It's not bad. Not bad, but I want to go off and do something else. What are we... We're still waiting to camp out. Well, you know, if I'm in a safe area, I mean, I think I should just immediately camp out, but I mean, whatever. Whatever's easier for the devs at this point. I was playing around with the Spellblade, and that does seem a little fun. I gotta do a little bit more testing with him. But I just eat through mobs. I think the only issue is that this class is a leather wearer. I did try to play monk here, and didn't have a very good time because I usually just go unarmed with it. But I don't know, something's wrong with this one. This DPS class is fairly solid at level 1. Like, I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, geez. And then we have our wood elf here. You can see in the dark. We have our Inquisitor. Now we might hop on the Ranger. Just for a bit, just to kind of see where we're at here. So I can turn down the gamma. If we like it a lot, then we will keep it. But I do like the infravision. The infravision is very nice. Now, I was messing around on the Ranger off stream, and for some reason, I'm not loaded in here. Who's that? Let's go to you here. I can't really tell what type of... I mean, the leather armor looks pretty dope, I would say. There we go. I guess I had invis on me or whatever. Okay. Alright, let's turn down the gamma here. There you go. That looks better on my monitor. Let's see how it is on your screen. Yeah, not bad. I think we'll wait till nighttime to really kind of show off the infravision. Because they might have changed it. I remember some people saying like, hey, you know, you're still going to need like a torch with it. And not from what I noticed. At the very least. And I thought about sticking with the one entire class throughout the playthrough. And I'm like, I'm not sure I could do that. I know we have one more playtest, which is going to be coming up in November, 10 days. So that's going to be fun. Probably don't want to mess with that. Let's see if I can do a strike here. Yeah. Oh, interesting. So one of the cool things about the Ranger is, well, yeah, you can use a bow and arrow for it. And when the target gets close, you can switch to you automatically switch to your melee weapon, which is so nice. It's a very nice touch. So that is very nice. I don't have to go out and run and hit something in the face. I can just take the bow. And I do great damage. You got a weak heal here. Okay, sorry about that. My spouse came into the room and started doing things. Seems like we're having a little bit of server lag right now. What was I doing? I was supposed to... I don't know if I want to do the first aid stuff. Because I have them heal. It's not bad to have. What happened in here? I don't know. Is this all one dude? Alright. Best not to ask questions. You got a rusty spear over here. It's weird how the arrow kind of looks like it's off kilter. I mean, as long as it hits, I mean it hits, right? Our ability missed. That's okay. Alright, we've got some copper. We can go off and buy maybe a pouch. Oh yeah, we can afford at least one. Let's go ahead and do that. I have a quiver. That's what I do. Okay, for my arrows. Well, I mean the devs really need to make that look like a quiver instead of like a pouch. That would be nice. Probably not a priority, I'd imagine. I just wanted to double check these skills. And I think we're only going to play until nighttime with this character, and then we'll switch to the character that I really want to play, which would be Inquisitor. I remember seeing that when I was first reading about the game, and I was like, oh, that sounds really cool. We got Predator of the Pack. What is this? Interesting. Okay. I mean, we could get it, right? Visibility versus animals. That's always nice. Nikhil. Okay. I mean, we already have strike. I think we already have strike. We already have taunt. We have throw. Polar Line North. That's always cool too. I think the Inquisitor also gets that class. So does the Spellblade. So this one's nice. Corruption. Yeah, I'm still not sure what corruption protection. Obviously, who does corruption? That's the issue. Like what mobs do that? Is my question. We get at level. What's the next one? Next big one. Okay, Burning Embers. All right, Snare, Woodskin 6, protection from fire at 7, cure disease at 8. That's useful, especially at that level. I know, like the paladin, I think it's a little earlier, and so too does the cleric. But that's nice. I think shaman and druid also do it, get it earlier, but that is good. Minor heal at 8. I mean, yeah, so you're not really meant to be healing other people. I think like these, like a minor heal only does 10 hit points at level 8, which is kind of at level 4. It's good. All right, twisting roots, camouflage. Camouflage looks pretty cool. Unseen by the living for 10 minutes. That's nice. We got sneak, we got true strike. Okay. So I mean, we're pretty. It's a pretty jack of all trades class. I think he gets parry, if I'm not mistaken. I think I'm pretty sure I do get parry. I don't think we get block though. That's one of the things. I think the ranger is up here. As far as trade skills go, I mean, I did basics like sharpening swords, and I haven't made any of the components for the plate armor. Oh, okay, let me go ahead and bring this back up. Go ahead and transition, there we go. Gotta remember that, gotta always double check. That's cool, it's the adventuring group. Going around. What was I doing? I was gonna sell something. Oh, that's why I was over there. Sell the freaking spear. I don't know why. Oh, like since I'm by the cook, I might as well sell some stuff. See if any of the guys. Okay. Game sometimes. Is that it? Is that all I got to sell? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I think the ranger, I would probably want like a two-handed weapon. Looks like that guy's in full chainmail. That's cool. I do like chainmail. Chainmail's nice. Nice thing to have. I also like plate better though. But I think classes that wear leather I'm not really too, or cloth I'm not really too into. I just don't feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel as, it doesn't feel as rewarding, I guess. Maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I just don't get it. Although Spellblade, I might make an exception for Spellblade and Monk. Monk doesn't seem like it's there right now. And that's probably to be expected. Yeah, we do get parry. We do get meditation at level 8. Invocation. Dual wield. Okay, that's dope. Okay. That might be something worth. We do get dodge, which is nice. We don't get block, so putting on a shield is not going to help us. Well, it's only going to help us with AC, but nothing else really. Because the other class trainers won't even bother to talk to you, and the only one who's offering anything is that one. I mean, there might be more advanced class trainers they might put in the future, but who knows? I can only imagine like the archer. How awesome the archer is, but it's gonna be more in line with the fighter, I imagine, as far as solo capabilities. There's gonna be a lot of downtime between mobs. And the sun's almost going down here. The ranger class is pretty chill for right now. I don't have any big problems. I know it. I know the monk I died on a rat. Same level. Not a good sign. Maybe in the future they'll update the guy. Typically, I like to play tank classes. The problem with fighter... The fighter does some pretty good damage, I will admit. The only issue with the fighter, I will say, is they don't bring a whole lot of utility. So it just kind of becomes boring. We're just gonna go back and sell that spear that we got. I keep forgetting that I got it. This is one of the guys I actually had to follow. Alright, yeah, we're just testing out this class. We're not doing a whole lot with it. We want to showcase the infravision. But I'm gonna have to do that last quest off stream. I'm just talking to the missus. We're just bashing some rats in. Go ahead and look at that sunset. I know I need to showcase the other city that they have in, and I forgot the name of it. But it's the What Else City, and it looks absolutely beautiful, especially during sunset and sunrise. You have like the god rays coming through the treetops. It's very nice. The lighting engine is they did a really good job with it. Let's see if we can get a little bit more atmospheric here. Get my ugly mug off the screen. We dinged. Nice. Level 2. Very cool. Wow. Yeah, sometimes I just like to stare off into the distance here. And just, you know, take it in. That's what this game is about. I do wish they would use other textures for the moons, because that is our moon in 3 different places here, and I think it's the Milky Way galaxy that we are actually staring at. Could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, to be fair, there's only one galaxy up close that we can actually take a picture of, right? And that's our own. And so what I want to do with my other fighter types, or my knight archetypes, whatever they want to call them, I want to get into alchemy and make health pots, if that's an actual thing. So they did do the ears, but I think the ears are a bit... the texture isn't really right. But, yeah, they look more like traditional elven ears. I didn't mind the old ears either. They kind of gave it some charm, but, you know, this is okay. They want to go this direction. I don't mind. Try not to go over the... It's very atmospheric. I really want to see what that Chernobyl place is over there. I mean, I'm sure it's undead. Green equals undead, I think. That or radiation. But this is a beautiful transition here. You got the Milky Way coming through. I mean, I don't know what to call it, but other than that, I don't think they have a name for it yet. I don't think the lore is really flushed out, and that's okay. That's not a big issue, especially early in this development. It's perfectly, yeah. See, these are two. These are two. It's the same texture, and so is this one. That's okay. It's not a big, huge issue. And that does look like the Milky Way. And Luna represented in 3 different places, which is fine. Again, this is alpha build. But I can see what they're going for. And this is really, really cool. Ah, okay, so now you can probably see the infravision going on here. Yeah, I can take a look here. Now I can actually see it. So, again, I haven't changed the gamma. But look at all of that. I mean, they say that you do need a torch, but I think they buffed it last time. But this is really, really nice. All right, so let's just poke our heads into the next zone over. We're gonna take a look here. Now, each race here in Monsters Memories has its own special racial. Humans get tenacity, which means that they can't be knocked out somewhat. I have to actually take a look at the text description, but it makes it harder for them to get memorized or mesmerized. I think they can break out of it, and they're like 15% more resistant for that. And elves in general, at least the wood elves and high elves, are going to have infravision. And so too do the dwarves, I believe. Halfling. Oh, I think most of them do. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go into the other zone. But that infravision is so nice to have. I don't have to bust out a torch. I don't have to raise my gamma in order to stream. So if they had high elves out here, I'd probably be playing that, or the deep elves, because wood elves can only be fighter, and fighter is all right. It's not in a bad. It's a very solid position as far as like damage and how it feels. It's kind of boring to play. It's just a little boring to play. That's all. Now, I know people like to go play one class, level it up, and then gear out their other classes. I typically like to there we go. Okay. I don't know. I think that's an issue. That's a weird bug that we're getting, but man, that is an interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's like at will, and that's a good ability. That wood elf ability to hide in infravision is very nice. doesn't really have a cooldown, which is good. Great for rogues, great for rangers. Rangers get camouflage. We can also sneak at some point, which is interesting. So yeah, we can see I'm invisible and I don't know why. But yeah, we can see pretty well. If I was on a human, oh, what just happened? What just happened? Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. All right. I think that's enough showcasing the elf and the infravision. I guess we can go through the city to show you. That's fine. Sudden weather changes. Sudden weather changes may be occurring here in Monsters Memories. I almost feel like they're testing us. Take a look at make sure no one's trying to get in contact with me. I don't expect anybody to, which is fine. I'm just doing this for fun and to showcase the game. There's nothing wrong with that. Bring myself back into the picture here. As time goes on, hopefully these streams and editing skills get better, because I don't want to put absolute garbage on the internet trying to showcase a game that I think is going to be big, at least to a certain crowd. I suspect that it might have like a cult following like EVE Online. That might be the actual case. Let's see if I can shrink that just a little bit. We'll go ahead. Oh, there we go. I do like the infravision. I really do. I think that's very handy. I don't have to worry about the torches. It still looks atmospheric. But there's nothing like being a human, right? You can relate to it better. Man, beautiful. It's a beautiful. Oh, I thought I was in first person because I shouldn't be able to, yeah, see. I don't know why it puts me invisible immediately after I run into the zones. That might be an actual issue. I remember playing EverQuest for the first time, and I was sitting out at one of the Freeport's gate, at one of the Freeport gates at night, and I can't see anything. And this elf comes up to me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm waiting for the sun to rise." He's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Because I can't see." like I can't see, man. He's like, "You can't?" I'm like, "No." You know. So those are always fun times. I mean, this is, yeah. So again, the gamma is actually down, not at 50%. It's actually darker than what it should be, but you can see pretty clearly through all of this. I mean, there's kind of like a hue to it. I mean, I love that. That's nice. And I know I'm just showering praises on the game. I mean, the fire that they had in the previous test build wasn't bad. I mean, it was more like the 2D type of thing, and that's fine. That's not a bad design choice. I don't think it kind of gives it a bit more charm. But you know, they decided to go with this one, which is perfectly fine too. It does look better, for sure. I will say that. That is a bat. Yeah, look at that. That looks a lot better. And I guess, you know, I think it's fair that they did that to show off like kind of like the lighting engine that they do have. I mean, where the game does look pretty is the light, so they might as well make it look a little bit, you know, pretty. And this is the monk temple. So, all right. Now we got killed by a were-rat last stream. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh no, it was off stream, and then before I started streaming the other day, or yesterday. And it was down here, and I was just kind of running around. Where was I? Yeah, I ran here, and like a were-rat attacked me. And I didn't even notice it because I was just doing my own thing. I think it was around here. There's patches, good old patches. We gotta be careful around the city at night, because we don't know. Oh, that's cool. I think yesterday I talked about being in Kinos and jumping down a well and going into I didn't even know a dungeon was there, and so I fell down into like the sewer dungeon that they had, and I ended up getting eaten by a gelatinous blob. The harbor patrol. Oh no, I think it was over here. This is where I got killed. It was a were-rat. Just popped out of nowhere. Alright, well, I guess we're going to wrap up with this class. I mean, I am going to miss the infravision. That's the only reason why I haven't logged off yet, is because I'm just so enamored by being able to walk around and without a torch. It is rather nice. Rather... What's up here? Fourfold Adept. Hello, sir. Please don't crush me. Oh, the door is locked. That's okay. It's okay. That's a good view of the city there. I wonder what happened. Why did I get killed by a were-rat? How the hell did I get killed by a were-rat? That's the thing. Maybe the devs were like pulling my leg and they just spawned one right there just to see what I would do. This guy's been dead for... decay. Oh no. So your corpse will decay eventually. But he's been there for a while. Check out the customs here. Yeah, this is rather nice to look at. I mean, with the infravision, even when it looks, even when you don't have it, I mean, it still looks really nice. But man, yeah, you can see it a lot better on the. Well, maybe you can't. I mean, it's tolerable, I would imagine. I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, that's very, very beautiful. And if you're just out here fishing, that's exactly what I would do. There's the boat. Maybe we can get on the boat. You'll have ourselves a little adventure. That's pretty cool. You can see out there. I know it's a lot of people. Some people complain about the graphics, but I mean, like, it's a design choice. It's a design language, guys. I mean, no, it's not meant to be the best graphics out there, but I mean, look at my feet, right? But they make it great in places where it matters, and lighting is huge. Sound design is also a fairly big component, and they got the sound of the sea down, I would say. They got the water reflection. Now I forgot what that was called. Now I was playing the what was it, Morrowind update. Well, it's not Morrowind update. It's the Morrowind open source 64-bit engine, and I was trying to get the water to look like this, where you're seeing the rays of light hit the water and then scatter like you would in real life. I mean, that's a nice test, and it took me. I was like, okay, so I started trying to code it myself, and it was just a nightmare, and I couldn't get it to work, unfortunately. But this is so I appreciate this a little bit more. This, I don't know what it's called. Is it refraction? Maybe refraction. It would be really nice if we could get like the god rays coming through, but I don't think that's. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Is that right here? Okay, maybe I'm not seeing it. Well, whatever. Regardless, that is very, very nice to have. All right. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Cause I don't. The ranger, I don't know, man. I gotta be in the mood to play the ranger. I'm not really in the mood for that. That's the thing. Okay, let's go ahead and camp. So long infravision. I wish they had some type of other elf race playable, but they don't. So we're gonna go with Inquisitor Toph, and if that name sounds familiar, I think that's from Warhammer, Warhammer. What was it, Dawn of War 40,000? It was a strategy game in the early 2000s, and I think one of the characters in the storyline was Inquisitor Toph. And I like that character. It was just a memorable character. I don't really remember his storyline. I know he was trying to stop like a Cornite invasion or something. Something happened. I think that was the storyline. A Cornite invasion was gonna occur. And it was the first time I got introduced to Warhammer 40,000 was that game. And so I was like, what is the Imperium? What is a Space Marine? What is an Imperial Guardsman? Oh, those guys look cool. Why can't we be Imperial Guard? And so, you know, this game was made, or that game was made way before my time. Alright, so as you can see, we don't have that lovely infravision, but the sky is clear. We do have a couple other things that we can do. What are we looking at as far as... Okay, it looks like we got to get grinding. And I will go ahead and turn up my gamma for you guys. I usually don't play with it on. I think trying to play with it on... I'll go ahead and do that. That seems to be appropriate. There seems to be a lot of loom out here tonight. Okay, that's cool. Unexpected, but cool. I'm just checking the video quality here. Alright, it's an option. We'll go ahead and bump it up to 60 here. That's fine. I mean, I can't even really see my character, neither can you, so... Yeah, I mean, you know. It is what it is. I've almost leveled because I've been killing those Traveler... I want to say Esman or Eastman? Eastmarch? Whatever it is. I can't remember. But I have to follow those guys around, and I have to find their... where they're putting their stakes or whatever they are. And it's a bit too tedious to where I'm just like, I just want to go out and grind. I don't necessarily need to do this, but I want to do this because I want to do the class. The class quest. So I think it's fun. Torment is one of the things that I have, which is I like that, you know. And it's a ranged ability. I don't need ammo or anything, so that's always a good thing. Spellblade was also really fun to play around with. I think I'm gonna at least derp around on that class for a good minute. Yeah, so meantime, Purifying Blow, and then we just... I like that. I kind of like that. I kind of do like the Inquisitor class a little bit more. The more I play it. And it's a tank. We're gonna get more health right off the bat. More AC. And we dinged. Let's see, we have 85. Probably not going to get as much as the fighter, I'd imagine. But you know, fighter is highly specialized. So is the cleric. So is the archer. They have one thing they do really good, and they do that one thing really well. Other things they don't, and so those other things are left up to people or classes like mine, where I need to shut down magic casters, which there's a ton of magic casters in this game. But since I do magic damage, I mean, it's kind of like all equal to every single mob. I don't think it has anything. I don't think any mob has a weakness to magic. Maybe they're going to put that in. I'm not really entirely certain. But we're going to go, let's go back to... Did we pick up anything? We did pick up some stuff, so we can go to the inn here, cook some meat, and then sell it. Let's see, let's take a look at my skills here. I took swimming as one of the swimmer. And the reason for that was you know, it's just kind of really hard to level up. Merchant, I don't really feel is... It's not necessarily useful or useless, or I would say. I think I just don't notice a huge price difference. I don't. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's... I think we're talking about like 1 or 2 copper here as of now. And that's fine. I mean, later on they can change it. And plus, like, we still all level the same skills eventually. My reasoning for taking it is because I don't really interact with the merchants consistently. But I think swimming is just nice to have. Start out at 25, and then it levels up quicker, so you don't really have to worry about it too much. So swimmer, I know a lot of people go with like survivalist just to get the bag. I don't know if you actually do need that per se. And the reason is that you getting up to 50 copper isn't that difficult to get your first pouch. And you can get another pouch from the Shifty Gnome. And I still don't know what that is. So the ground trembles violently. That was cool. Someone in chat, Nanny? Not the bail? No. Oh, use weapon dealer. Okay, I can get rid of that stupid dagger. Although I should, I need the inventory. I need the coin first and foremost before I do anything else here. I was on my spell blade and I saw a skeleton with a cracked staff and nobody was taking it, and so I took it, and it felt so good. So I have like 5 silver up my. On my spell blade. Alright, so now I got pouch. A little bit more breathing room here for inventory space. And that's perfectly fine. Let's go to the North Gate here. Oh, yes. And I also got this from the class quest. I got this other neat item that acts as a torch. That's... Hopefully I don't have to turn this in. I might have to. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have to ask the devs for help on that quest because I'm not really sure how to complete it. And there isn't a whole lot of information on the Inquisitor class as of yet. I think it's one of the least played classes, but I mean, I like it. I like it. It's very good. It has very good damage. I mean, so too does the warrior, and that's really not the issue. Oh, I forgot to sell the meat, which is weird. Okay, well, we'll turn in the egg and claw scraps. See, this is what I do. I just don't think, and I'm like, okay, I want to go do this now. And then I look, I was like, oh, you know what? Everything I really could have done is back there by Westgate. And I'm already on the way to Northgate, and I'm like, ah, man. But that was, yeah, so when people were talking about, like, saying, like, the Paladin was really good at killing undead, I'm like, looking at the spell sheet. And the reason why they're good at killing the undead is because they got Ward the Undead, which is 30 points of damage at level 12. The Cleric gets that at level 4. And I'm able to take on yellow mobs with that damage. So I'm supposed to have this seer stone. It's called the seer stone, right? Yeah. Terrellian seer stone. That's pretty cool. I mean, I always forget, like, if she's... I think she's in this one. I wonder if it's just a faint glow that... Okay. Alright. She doesn't sell anything. I gotta turn this in here for her. Cool. I should take cooked rat meat. I always forget what they need. I have a ration. I have... Okay. That's always nice. Okay, well, we're gonna need more, no, was it level 2? I think the fire beetles are level 2. I'm gonna have to work on getting a sword. But that's okay. What about spiraling? Spiraling, I think, is yeah, no, spiraling is good. It's level 2. Skeleton? Skeleton, I'll take a skeleton. Oh, magic resist. Okay, cool. Cool beans. I mean, it's not bad when everything goes, what's this? Skeleton jawbone? We don't really need that. It's copper. It's just a copper. There we go. Explosions. I mean, this is kind of like the same feeling as the Spellblade. A little bit. What is this? Quality. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. Because I know where to sell it. At the very least. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I'll take that too. I mean, if you guys are just gonna leave your stuff down, I'm gonna try to take it. Oh, that's a player. That's unfortunate. I had such high hopes of doing the cleric class. I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna be able to res people, and I'm just like not about the cleric. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I like the cleric, but like, I don't know if I'm really willing to main a healer. I need some more thought about it. I kind of want to go do stuff. Kind of want to try some other things here because, you know, we only got 7 days with this. Less than that now, but you know, I kind of want to experience more classes, and you know, I just want to try everything I possibly can with the amount of time that we have. And I don't think anybody can really fault me for that. What we got here? We have enough. Those red guards look pretty dope. Something's up with them though. My Inquisitor instincts are kicking in. There might be a bit of heresy going on here. How much money do we have now? 35. Okay, well, you know, we're just going to keep cracking at it. I wonder... we could go to the can go to the other noob yard. And if you're watching this video sometime in the future, sorry, I'm putting myself on mute periodically to talk to my SO. I'm sure that's a forgivable. Who is this? It seems like a meme. Okay, well, maybe it's not a meme. Sexton Harding. Let's see. maybe I'm just childish. I don't know. One of the good things about Monsters and Memories, you don't have to. You're not limited to what trade skills you can learn. There's no artificial barrier to really anything. Well, that's alchemy, so why don't we just check on with the alchemy supply. Because this is the one thing I wanted to do. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing here with alchemy. Mortar and pestle? I know that rogues, you can specialize in poisoning. Oh. For many supplies, let's see. Do we have no, they don't have that in yet. Oh. There we go. Okay. And this is how we see. This is how we see stuff. Okay, crude fish oil. That's what. Oh. Tenacity, wisdom, dexterity, basic mortar, pestle. Okay, limestone. I was always wondering what limestone was meant for. Minor flux, limestone. Now it's used in cleric reagents. What is this? Oh. That is actually very nice. What do I have to kill? A wolf heart? Mm-hmm. Okay. That might be nice to have. Is there any... I don't think we're going to get any sort of health pots. Oh, what is this? Sense magic. That's cool. What's this? Also cool. Serum of Strength. Alright. Sagacity. What is sagacity? Free your mind, increase your casting speed. That looks pretty cool. Alright, what is crude fish oil though? What does that do? That might be used in cooking, I imagine. Jar of yellow paint, okay. Alright. Serum of minor standard. What is this? Oh, that's the movement speed, okay. Tincture. Oh, that does suck. Okay, well, we probably don't want to do that. That's a no shit pot. That's something you don't really want to. It's something you really don't want to do unless like you have a reason to do that. Gotta save those snake eggs. See what that scarab beetle's conning at. Okay, yeah, we can go ahead and hit torment here. Oh, I meant to go. There's so much stuff that I want to do. You know. Yeah, I like this class because it's a bit more active, you know. It's not like it's not like a terrible class. I do kind of like it though. It does kind of satisfy something in me. I'm not really sure what that is. And though there's not much magic casting mobs around as of right now. I mean, there will be eventually. And, you know, Torment works on pretty much any mob. I'm gonna have to do some off-stream testing between this and the fighters, see what they're, take that, sir. I'll take your rusty battle axe, for sure. I'll take your rusty battle axe. Let's see, we got 9 damage, 4 damage. I mean, you know. Can I have a? No, I can't use a battle axe. That's okay. That's fine. It's gonna get bettered. Fighter. No, I should be able to do it. Why can't I do it? I have to take both of my stuff. Okay. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just didn't have enough room. There we go. All right, cool. I got a battle axe. Not exactly what I really wanted, but you know, hey, beggars can't be choosers in this world. I think I do get parry though, so that's kind of nice. So I think this is the first time I got a two-handed weapon. Although the only thing I would say is, okay, that's nice. One damage. I don't know why that just took one damage. There we go. I mean, I should have just used dormant. We're just, you know, killing rats and bats. Our Shadow Knight buddies are doing the work. A lot of rats and bats around here. I think it looks super weird that I'm like running with this battle axe like that, but you know, whatever. That is one thing I wish they would. It's okay. It's honestly not the biggest deal in the world. Oh, come on, it fizzled. Yeah, there we go. When I do hit, I do a lot of damage, that's for sure. Purifying blow. Cooldown is 10 seconds. I gotta take a look at what we have on the fighter here, just to compare. I do get like a problem where I can't really decide on what class I really want to do and what sometimes I just compare it to other classes. Something bothers me about the fighter. I think it's in a solid place. It just doesn't. There's no how do I put that? There's no real thrills to it, right? It kind of just does its thing. Like the paladin, even though it's not in a good place, was a little bit more fun, or a lot more fun, because I could heal people and cure their disease, and I had like organic social interactions with that, even though my class was subpar. And so while I can't heal with this class, I can at least do other things. I can cast Torment, which is always kind of nice. Yeah, so this is really it's a nice little, you know, if anything, it has all these other benefits to it, but really I'm using it for damage. What am I doing here? Oh, yes, that's what I was doing. I was gonna go see my class trainer to see what other things I could possibly do. Now this battle axe might get destroyed. Oh, that's why I was over there. See, I always forget, like, I'm doing something. I'm gonna train some blacksmithing skills here. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna try to sharpen this battle axe. We'll see what happens. If it gets destroyed, I'm not really too... Well, what does it do? What does it do? It does, like, what, 9 damage? Compared to, like, what I have 4? Oh, tactically it's 51. Yeah, I'm not a big battle axe guy. But we will... I feel this is more like a barbarian weapon. Smithing, blacksmithing trainer. Sir, I would like to be a bona fide blacksmith. 2. We'll go, give me 4. Now, I really shouldn't have done that, but I wanted to. Oh, that's cool. Look at that, dude. That's what I got to look forward to. I do have Master Artisan, so maybe that might help me. Okay, let's go ahead and craft here. See if we... Okay, it failed. That's alright. That's perfectly fine. It's all for a good cause. It'll help me in the long run. Alright, where are we going? We are going... We're going north. We're going to sell some of our items here, cook some of this meat. And take a look at the spells that we can get. There we go. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that outcome. I'm not too displeased with that because it was so weird yesterday. I was on the Cleric and I was doing blacksmithing, and I just, for whatever reason, every single weapon I sharpened didn't fail. And I was like, I've been blessed. I've been blessed by the gods. All right. So today was... All right, so I said I would try to get more atmospheric runs here. So let me see what I could do here and get my ugly mug out of here. There we go. We're gonna make a run to the North Tower. North Gate, but the Wizard Tower. I gotta get on a ship as well. play Goblin, but I think the Goblin is cool. I might have to have an alt one day. So yeah, there's a lot of textures missing. I mean, we see this. These tile textures here. I mean, it's all subject to change, but this is the Inquisitor NPCs. I think they look pretty cool. And that's what I'm gonna be one day. Hopefully. I mean, is it this way, or I think it might be this way? Spellbinder Guard. I wish the Spellblade had like heavier armor. Like, right now. I think it's only leather. Put chainmail on that guy. I think they might have been overpowered. Inquisitor spell version. Hello, my fellow intrepid. Alright, so we got Torment. Aura of Resistance. I don't have that. I have Purifying Blow. Mind Exhaustion. Decreasing their cast speed by 10% for 1 minute. That's pretty good. I'm not running into any sort of spellcasters right now. So, does it do any damage? That's the question about resistance. Envelop your group when warning, reducing their spell damage received by 5% and increasing their cold, fire, corruption, holy, and magic resistance by 2. And then we have shoot. Okay, so that's already in there. Do I have taunt? I do have taunt. What's the next one? Break magic. Oh, I am level 2, so I can get that. Magic break, I'm sorry. Magic break, why not say break magic? Spell cannot be resisted unless the target is immune to magic effects. Break the arcane defense of your target, decreasing their magic resistance by. Huh. That sounds really nice to have. Minor spell shield. Uh-huh. Okay. Alright, these are kind of cool. Alright, I'm kind of digging the Inquisitor class. Alright, so we don't have, do we have the money? I don't think we have the money, so we'll go ahead and go back. We'll go back here. There we go. We will just head towards the cook. What is this? Tell me it's something good. Okay. I will take it. That is 20 copper pieces. I can sell to the cook. Oh, it's core skeletal remains. They ain't gonna buy that. I'll save that. We can go ahead and destroy that. That's fine. Huh. I don't know what happened to the thing. Oh, because I don't have the GUI on. Silly me. And they also need to. The Inquisitor is definitely going to get its own class icon because this is the fighter icon, which is fine. Not a big deal. Not a huge deal, my friend. So let's go pick up. Do we have anything in here? We just have sharpening stones. That's okay. I gotta go pick up mining one point. So I was hoping to get a good roll on sharpening that battle axe, but that's just not gonna happen. And it wasn't in the cards for us today. And I'm gonna have to look up the class quest. So the more I play this class, the more I'm interested. It seems like, for now, unless I hit a wall. So we're gonna do that magic break, or break magic. Magic break, I think that's what it was. We're gonna get that squared away. Oh wait, hold on. The spell, okay. You know, I should probably read more often. Reading was good. Alright, so yeah, we don't have enough for another pouch, but that's okay. That's perfectly fine. Where's that going? Is that an 8? Really? No, that's in the book. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. I'm not finding any magic mobs right now, so we don't necessarily need it. We do need to lower the resistance of our targets, so then we can apply torment. Since there's no fall damage, I can go ahead and take that. Oh, they turned out the fall damage. Alright, so let's go ahead and test this out now. Let's say 3. Oh, fizzled. That's okay. Ooh, that was big. That was a big one. Fizzle. Torment. Wow. Yeah, that's... Yeah. That's pretty dope. Now I don't have a heal. And I think that's okay. Did I apply that? I guess I did. I was worried that the snake took more damage than the rat. Maybe rats are just deceptively tough. Oh, there we go. That's probably why I was probably getting some lucky hits. That sucks for that guy. What's the amount of mana? That's okay though. I'll turn in some of the... Okay, let's turn in some of the eggs here that we got. We got a few eggs here. We got okay, cool. Water flasks. Water's always good. Water is always good. Can I drink some water? Okay. Can we sit down here? We're gonna try this again. We're gonna try it. Okay, that fizzled. Maybe it's just on the snake. Let's see. Yeah, maybe so. Oh, maybe not. Okay, that was... Let's see what we do. We cast Torment. Okay, I guess that's okay. Dead adventurer here. No, I will take that. I do want a longsword though. That is something I do want to keep. So I might not want to get rid of that just yet. Put these guys in all in one place here. Mana regen though. Let's take a look at my skills here. And I'm somewhat a casual gamer, so none of my... I didn't optimize anything. I just kind of went with what I thought would be best. And I'm in my own way, I guess I was trying to min-max. But probably not. Min-max strategies always tend to be counterintuitive. We got might. I don't know what might actually does. It'd be nice if I can just like hover over this and like a tooltip would happen. I'll take the Batwing. Batwing is fine. There's a lot of dead things around here. Did they just forget? You know, sometimes they do. I mean, that's just kind of how it is. And I can't wait to see this game on like day one when it finally releases, when it's out of early access. There's gonna be so many people lost and leaving things on the ground, and I'm gonna make bank. We're gonna head over to the cook here. And sell off a few items. And this is typically the early game for most classes, so it's somewhat similar. I think this is the class that I've had the most fun on. In Spellblade, I was having some fun on it. I know some people want to do another class that's a bit more robust as far as heals go. I think Shaman is a good one. I know Druid, it gets mentioned a lot. I think the Scare Bugs I can turn in. Did I sell? I think I sold some meat. I wasn't even paying attention. Okay, cool. Alright, what do we got here? We got almost a silver, so why don't we get another pouch? What are we at? We are at level 2, I imagine. Yep, level 2. Inquisitor. Oh. Totally forgot that I could sell that to you. Okay. Got a lumberjack pouch. Satchel. Satchels are always nice. A small field pack. That's always good to have. Just don't have. And then I think I got one. No, I don't got enough money for another one. Now I have 2 patches. Or pouches. Not patches, pouches. I think I said this in another stream. Is that I really enjoy that they put this on the actual belt. I think I did get a belt earlier from one of the people I killed here in the city. I'll go to the bank here and drop off a few things. I will go and get some first aid skills because I might need them. We will see. I don't know if I really want to. I mean, you know, why not? Fuck it, why not? We can risk it. You know, you only live once. And it would be a good lesson for anybody out there. Gee, that rusty weapon you picked up, do you really want to sharpen it? What are the chances of it breaking twice in a row? Pretty high. I imagine it's going to be pretty high. So we're going to do it. We're going to do it just for the sake of it. Just for the sake of drama. My wife is gonna be going to sleep early, so I'm gonna say goodnight to her, and we'll take a break for a little bit, and I will be back on. But we're gonna do this first. Where do I want to go first? Blacksmith? Yeah, I think I should do the blacksmith first, and then I will go pick up the first aid and make bandages. So that's why I want to target skeletons, because they have cloth scraps, so I can make bandages. So since I can't heal myself, Tarnished longsword. Let's go ahead and see what happens, boys. I failed my attempt. Okay. That's perfectly fine. That's two. That's two. That's okay. I guess that makes up for the other day when I was doing blacksmithing and I didn't have any weapons fail the fail the sharpening. That's okay. There'll be plenty more. I wonder, is the bank? Oh, that's a good thing because I put the training sword in the bank. So I wonder if the bank is universal. Yeah, it would make sense, right? Would they be, or would they be like super obtuse about that? No, the bank is only localized. I mean, I don't mind if it is. We'll just go ahead and sell the scarab right now. We don't need that. We need the money more. We need the money in pouches more. So I can get another pouch here. Alright, so put that item right there. You can put another pouch there. That's really the only thing, really the only problem. Bind wound. Oh, I already have it. Why can I? Oh, wow. Oh, cloth bandage, heavy cloth bandage. Okay, well that's almost worth it. Let's take a look. Skills. Survival. What does survival do? I could probably put it right here. Oh, okay. That would be almost better. Let's go ahead and craft all. Alright, cool. Crude torch was torch wood. Torch. Don't necessarily need that. I really just need the bandages. More than anything else. Heavy cloth bandage. There. Okay. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. Alright, now we're going to test out the bank theory. See if that's where... This is so weird. Like, I don't know what happened here. What happened there? I don't know. Environmental storytelling. Okay, so it does. So, okay, so they're not like super retentive about that. So I can just, what is this? Any unusual? It must be a quest. I don't know. I don't think it's a quest item. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sit by the... Sitting here. Everybody's kind of facing the... There we go. Alright, so let me go ahead and take a look here where we're at. Oh, I didn't have my face on the whole time. So I usually forget to transition. So that's unfortunate. Well, that's okay. That's what happens in live broadcasting. Mistakes are made. Well, at least it wasn't like yesterday when I had the stream on my face for 50 minutes without showing gameplay. That would, you know, that's what happens. So still got to edit that. Still have the video. We will go ahead and transition out of this again. We're going to do some... There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and put myself on mute, and I'll see you guys in a minute. we are almost back. This is going to be a shorter stream. All right, I think we're ready to be back here. What else do we got here? We got campfire and place torch. I gotta get rid of these because I think I hit something. There we go. We're just going to be grinding some mobs here. I don't have a huge plan. I do have to take my wife to work in the morning. So I do want to get some sleep. You know, for a tank class, it does some pretty good damage. And like I said, I gotta take a look at the other classes. Ranger seems like fun. I don't know, I'm a bit iffy about the shaman. Oh, wait a minute, I have my own, I have the seer stone. So I can just turn on that light. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. There are streamers out there who do like 7 to 8 hour streams, and I'm just like, man, I can't even imagine doing that. Where's the spiderling at? Spiderling. Okay, that's cool. Maybe I could have cast Torment. I don't really care. Okay, yep, that's a stun. That is a bit annoying to deal with. We know where the spilt goes, so we can sell that later. So yeah, I mean, like you can get a survival bag, but really you don't really need it, say. So you know, all we're doing here is we're just showcasing the game. This is normal gameplay for me. I jump around, altaholic, as they say. What classes that interest me more like, so Paladin always interests me, and I have played Cleric in the past. And we did showcase that where I was able to take on a yellow mob, which I'm still ecstatic about. I mean, I don't know how effectively you can do that, because it's probably better just to take on blues, to be honest. Much like the fighter, you just grind blues. I think you're good. We can just do that, it's fine. have a suspicion that the shaman might be... that the shaman might kite. Well, maybe the druid kites too. I don't know how to play those classes. Not the cleric. I kind of understand, even though I'm not a healer. The problem with that cleric class is that every 4 levels you would get a power spike. Which is fine, but like the other classes seem to have their spells like spread out every few levels. It's like level 2 we got magic break. Okay, cool. Oh, nice. So I got a little cape cloth. Let's see, let's consider that. Nope. That seems like a bad idea. Seems like a terrible idea. Okay. Definitely saving those snake eggs for those rations. I think the stream is going pretty good. If you hear my cats in the background, I do apologize. Here we go. I have nameplates turned off, obviously. I mean, I should turn them on, but since I'm primarily just soloing, I don't think it's an issue. Kill them before they can get off the... Yeah. Okay, well, I mean... my melee skills are doing pretty good work here. There we go. Back away from that curious jackal there. Let's go ahead. Nope. That interrupted. I think we get challenged at a different level. I think we get it at level 4. I mean, we did respectable damage. We're not really meant to DPS. Maxwell? Seems like it. Nope. Bags are full. It was just a medium-sized item, so we'll go ahead and put some organization here. I mean, we can buy another pouch. That's perfectly fine. Do want to check out Spellblade a little bit more because that seemed really fun. Ranger was kind of, you know, was good. I was doing the wrong spell. Give me those snake eggs. Turn them in. Yeah, I won't be going over the... I'll be going over the classical list because I think it's just really... I gotta figure it out before I do anything. That might be just sitting there. Oh, it's gonna give me tranquility. What does that do? I don't know what that does. Well, the halfling has shoes on. And then they more shoes. We definitely have enough for another pouch here. Oh. Yep. Okay, got some lag. Not as bad as the first day, though. I mean... Okay. Here we go. Here we go. My cats are going crazy in the background, and I'm kind of wondering what's going on. It's only like certain hours when they get like really active. Like 4 in the morning, they're like super active. Sorry. Made some coffee. Coffee's always good. We're going to the bazaar. And we don't have... So that's a small leather bag. Yeah, these are the ornate iron spikes that we need to get. I think there might be like a couple more that we need. Yeah, we can sell that, that's fine. Okay, buy at least one other pouch here. We're gonna move this book to the items slot. Buy ourselves a pouch. Cool. Now we have all 3 pouches. Now we just need bags. Okay. We're working on our inventory space, which is always good. Which is always good. I don't know if I'll make it to level 3 tonight, but if I do, we will... Really in good shape. That's cool. Might be a cleric. I imagine he is. What's up, dog? What's up, dog? I could buy a few more spells since I have a few extra coins now that I got my inventory situated a little bit better. Get some of those big price items out of the way first. Not really much I actually have to do. I think it's really just getting that inventory space. And you do get like a free bag somewhere with a, well, from the shifty gnome. It's not really free, but people just don't turn in the quest. Sure, scout. Alright, okay. We can do this. Where are you going? Where are you going, pal? Can't just do that. Got the seer stone, now we got a buckler. Okay, cool. So we're doing... Do I have block? I can't remember if I do. Maybe it's not something I have trained for. I think we do get block. It's the Inquisitor class. I almost took him. Elementalist. It's always good to see one of those guys around. Okay, I mean, I don't need to do that. I didn't need that, to be honest. Alright, well. We got some bracers out of that. That's nice. Yeah, so every, like, item drop that you get kind of feels meaningful. Like this buckler that we got. And then getting these pouches. This cape. And there's a lot of little hooks to get. I saw him first. The skeleton has freaking Well, somebody's gonna get it. It's not gonna be me. Oh, that bit. Oh, she got it. She got it. God damn it, she got it. Can I loot these things? Nope, can't loot that, so that was her kill. Oh, well, I can try to do wounds, right? What's this do? Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. So that looks like tempo. Oh, no, it's not tempo. Alright, we're gonna head over to the north side here. I'm gonna try to give Shaman a good go. You know, I'm not really a big healer fan. It's like a versatile class, though. That's what I understand. I think so is the Ranger. Hmm. Spirit of the Wild. I keep wanting to call it Spirit of the Wolf because I think Spirit of the Wolf is EQ. That helps so much. I'm also gonna have to take a look at the class. Let's take a look at the there's a website saying, or I think there's a website listing what people are playing at the time. Like what is the most popular class? We'll see. I know last play testing Inquisitor was kind of the least played one. It's not a bad class. I mean, we're not even really trying and we're almost level 3. I guess one of the things that I don't like is that I have to sit all the time with healing classes. I don't really like that. Let's take a look at it. Or resistance? I don't think I have that yet. Okay. I'll buy that. I will buy that. Purifying blow, I have that. Mind exhaustion, what does this do? I mean, nice. Wouldn't hurt, right? Resistance. Okay, cool. Buy that. Oh, do I already have that? No, I don't. Oh, it's just... Oh, because I gotta put it on my belt. That's it. So dumb. Was that Nate? Oh, that's a Nate. Okay, cool. So we get Nate. That's... What's this do? Again. Exhaust the mind of your target, decreases their casting speed by 10% for 1 minute. I mean, that's always good to have. We have the aura of... It's an innate ability. Okay, gotcha. There we go. That's pretty cool. Blow, taunt, shoot. Okay, cool. Resist magic is one of the things you get at the character creation. Since I was making an Inquisitor, I mean, you know, you might as well go into it. Shoot, taunt, minor spell shield. That okay at level 3. Magic protection. Invisibility at 11. Okay. Lesser spell shield. Oh, no, these are my... Do I have invisibility at 11? No way. I do not. That is not true. That is a lie. Oh, I do. I can go invisible. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Neat. Yeah. Kick, alright. I mean, kick just interrupts, so, like, a lot of people have kick. Honestly, I think kick should do bit damage, but, like, you know, whatever. Disruption. Magic disruption stone. In case the group and magic disruption spell, reducing the spell damage received by 75% for 15 seconds. Okay, that's neat. Weapon shield. Shield yourself with your weapon, reducing field damage. Spilly can. Okay. Is it innate? Mesmerize. Okay, that's cool. Silence is pretty good. Holy protection, okay. Magic protection, alright. Dispel magic. Protection, okay. Dominate mind. Oh, that is an interesting. So that's at level 8. Forcing them to fight alongside you. Cool. Wait, hold on. That is really cool. Okay, so this. Okay. Cool. You got Purge. That looks like an up. Oh, that last one was an upgrade. Spell scroll. Scribe is okay. Okay. Nice. Uh-huh. Okay, so you stun them. Memory fog. Cool. Oh, that's neat. I get a lesser spell shield. Nice. Mana burn. Mind fatigue, torture. Level 20. Okay. Arcane protection, 7, about. Huh. Torment. How far does Torment go? Level 4. Okay, do we have anything at level 4? We don't, really. Yeah, so your damage kind of slows down a little bit. What does Purifying Blow do? Person avoided plus 1 to 20. Fizzle down, removing 1 beneficial effect. Okay, I mean. Alright, well, I mean. Okay, well, alright. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take one more look here. I wanted to get to level 3. I don't think I'm gonna get to level 3. Because I do have to get off here pretty shortly, and I kind of want to go check some other things out. Which you will not be privy to. Up there. I do want to take a look. And that takes us down. There's no way back up, which is unfortunate. Okay. Is it through here? It's kind of hard to tell. It's like you're in that 1999 maze. They're gonna fill this out, I'm sure. I mean, even if, like, in the state that it's at, I mean, it's not even that bad. It definitely makes you feel like you're in EverQuest in 1999 for sure. That's a beautiful view. I have to get up to the freaking tower. Jeff is up there. So, I mean, yeah, this is... Okay, let's see. What do you... Give me some stuff. What? What you mean? What you mean? Oh, no, you're not my trainer. That's right. What's her name? There she is. There's my trainer. A parry. Definitely gonna have parry. Meditation at level 8. Oof. Oh. Level 8. Block. Okay, so we need a good block. Okay, nice. And then dodge. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, that was... Alright, so I gotta go to her. Alright guys, we're just gonna call it early tonight because I gotta do stuff in the morning, but thank you for watching if you stuck by. Again, this is Monsters and Memories. This is a Class 3 inspired MMORPG, heavily based off of games like EverQuest 20 years ago. It is an uncaring world that you get dropped into. It is aggressively indifferent to your existence, so it can be quite difficult, and right now we're just kind of exploring some of these classes. It isn't a alpha build right now. It is the September playtest. It's going on for 7 days, and it started on the 1st. The next one is it's going to be in November, I believe, and that one's going to be 10 days, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have to wait all of October to get to that, but that's okay. And then after that, it's gonna be in early access in Q1. They're shooting for January, but they're not making any promises as far as I know. So if they miss that deadline, don't be surprised. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I know I was supposed to be doing the cleric thing, but I just really want to showcase other classes. I really want to do some things that I think are fun, and I'm not like shoehorned into a class that I'm just kind of like meh about, because it's a healer class and I'm not really like super into it. So again, I will see you tomorrow at some point in time, and I'll just leave this. I don't have to edit. I don't think I have to edit the stream at all, but the one I did previously I will be editing. It will be up sometime, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Alright guys, you have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you out there.